You mentioned, a lot of people have mentioned that now this shows that firebrands within the Republican Party have way more power. We saw that with the ouster of Kevin McCarthy. Do you think then we're going to see more, maybe moderate Republicans shift farther right here?
No, I would be surprised if they did. I think that we've already seen a real split in the party. The way I look at it, Brittany, is that if you go back 50 plus years, you would really see that we had a three-party system. It looked like a two-party system, but it was a three-party system. And the third party were Southern Democrats who were not just conservative on racial issues. They were segregationists, not conservative. They were segregationists. But they were conservative on a lot of other issues. They were for a big defense, traditional Republican views. They had a lot of conservative views. And when they went with the Republicans, the Congress went one way. When they went with the Democrats, the Congress went the other way. And that's all disappeared. So have the moderate, for the most part, the moderate Republicans that used to govern and be the senators and representatives from states like Connecticut. Uh, look at a look at a rich suburb of New York like Scarsdale. Who is their representative? It's Jamal Bowman, Fire Marshal Bowman, who pulls I mean, he's very much a member of the squad, pulls the fire alarm in order to postpone the vote. He's representing one of the richest suburbs in the United States. This would have been inconceivable 30, 40 years ago. So we've seen a deeper division of the parties, more ideological conflict between the parties, and shifts within the parties as the Democrats have moved left and the Republicans have moved right.
I'm curious about what you think this is signaling about the future of the GOP, because Republicans were, until about an hour ago, 0 for 4 in filling this spot. And there were a variety of Republicans that were up for the role. McCarthy obviously had it first. Then we saw Steve Scalise, Jim Jordan, who's more of a firebrand, and then Tom Emmer. So, what is this signaling about the future of the GOP as well as our current state?
I think that the fight within the House replicates the larger fight within the party. And I think that who is named the speaker, in this case, we now have one, Mike Johnson, matters a whole lot less than who's nominated for president. The, we used to talk, and the Constitution sets up a separation of powers in which the Congress would be separate from the White House, and in which the two branches of Congress were separate from each other. And the reason that that was supposed to work was that there were institutional interests that would ultimately anchor each of those bodies. What's happened in recent decades is that the Congress goes with whoever's the leader of their party. If there's no way in which Chuck Schumer is going to serve as an anchor against the Biden White House, right? There was only a modest way in which Mitch McConnell anchored against Trump. It's just too hard for the elected representatives to serve this separation of powers role. And the critical thing is, who do you nominate and who gets elected? And right now, Trump is running away with it. And unless something changes, that will be the future of the Republican Party.